Now these forces, you could call them God, but then again, it doesn't matter. You don't have to. That's what people normally call it. They try to give it names and try to organize it. That's what we call religion. But in this day of age, it's not necessary. Everybody lives in these forces. We live in the realm of these forces. And it's the desire and the intent, not only of the forces, we being forces also have our own desires and our own intent. The thing what made our life so hard is that our desires was going against the desires of the higher forces. But that was done purposely. That's how we were created. So therefore, as we make our transformation, this is why it's a process. You are making a transformation from seeking your desires and your attentions from the lower frequency vibrations, you understand, into the higher frequency vibrations, which is the higher forces. And yes, it can be done because we do have a connection with these forces. All people do. We have a claim, in other words. This is why we call ourselves the children of God, the children of the sun. No matter what term you use now, this stuff is real, but it's about you being on this path, staying consistent, and have an understanding of that you can transform yourself, transform your perception, to become one with these forces. And when you become one with the higher frequency forces, like I said before, there is no difference. You understand? You are seeing what the Creator sees. You are living with the idea and thought or what the creative forces have in their creative thought process. And therefore you're self-sustaining because this realm we live in of these forces, when you become harmonized with them, because you're already connected, that's when you can eat very little or none at all. And keep in mind that that's just a minor siddhi. You do have psychic powers. You know what other people are doing. You are the internet. You know all things. You understand. But they become one with this again. We're coming back into our true nature. We're coming back into our true selves. And this path, this day of age we're living in is great. The age of darkness, of ignorance, is slowly shedding itself. Now, like I said, this isn't a belief system or another fad. When you're dealing with the light, when you're dealing with these forces and how it's determining its growth, you're going to come, all of humanity is going to come, willingly or unwillingly. That's just the way it is. That's just the way these forces move. So keep in mind, I'm Eli Tom Elamine, Breatharian, and I'm having a wonderful time here in Egypt here. And this is beautiful. A lot of tourists is at the monastery there in the background. This is a really good scenery here. And I'm having a time of my life being one with these forces spreading the message. So keep in mind that this is wonderful. There's the monastery once again. And have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Welcome to St. Catherine. Welcome to.
So as we deal with these universal forces, and we're living in it, we're part of it, and it's helping our development, this is when the saying comes, there's no one else besides him. That means there is really no enemy. Everything and every situation that you're in is designed for your spiritual growth. You got to keep this in mind. At one level, it starts out slowly, but the more and more you realize this, it becomes a reality. So there's no more bad situations, as we call it, due to our perception. Everything has a reason for it, a purpose, and our purpose, again, is to evolve, to go through our evolution, to come more into the light. And this is the time that we're in dealing with humanity. All of this was designed so that we can grow and that we can become more better human beings, a part of the higher creative forces. Now keep this in mind, that this is a lovely age we live in. The sun is out. We got the earth energy coming from the rocks. We got the water energy. But the main thing, we got the synergy coming from each other. And when I said that the term of an enemy dissolving itself, once you pick up this spirit, this vibration, and it comes off of you, you will see this to be true because everybody is basically staying in character. So you got to keep this in mind and start breaking these barriers, and then you can start trusting life, trusting your situations, and your desires will change. Your attentions will change. And this is when your desires and your attentions will start becoming one with the higher vibrational forces. When this takes place, then the saying, when I say the universe is user friendly, will come to pass. And then the saying will come also where you will actually become self sustaining. Like I said, food freedom, you could go on all the fasts you want, all the diet changes you want, all the meditations you want. Until you change this hardware, this application that you have from the old vibration into the new one, and allow these things to become from a what? Philosophy into a lifestyle. That's where you will see the power of what we're talking about of dealing with these frequencies. And like I said, you could do it because there's more functions that's taking place with your mind and your physical body that you're not aware of than what you're doing with your own thought process. Your old education, your old thought process, those were programs. If you don't eat, you'll die. All the rest of this stuff. That's why be easy on yourself, take it slow, just use consistency. And when you stick with this type of lifestyle, and you become one with these higher vibrational forces, that's what begin to raise your vibration and you will begin to stay on that frequency. Like I said, this is a wonderful journey again, and these things that we saw far-fetched, being mythical, it's good to read books. Now you can make it become a reality because you are the book. This is St. Catherine Monastery here in Egypt. I'm not far from Mount Sinai or Senna, and I'll be going there soon. And hope to see you soon and talk to you soon. And stay on the path, stay on the journey. And this is a good age when it's not going to stop. You are going to come willingly or unwillingly. All paradigms on every level, from politics to nutrition, from the monetary system, everything is going to be changed and uprooted. This is how powerful the light is. So again, this is a good age we live in, and we're even talking about longevity / immortality. Have a nice day. Talk to you soon. This is Eli Tom Elamine, the son of Adam, Breatharian.